Y'all, I'm over here at the center, and they have turned this place into a museum. This used to be a recreational place for us to party and stuff, black people. Let me show you what they've done to this. They've got all the people from Jonesboro here that have made it big, or, you know, everybody from Jonesboro. Of course, Debbie Turner, very famous from being from growing up right here in Jonesboro. She grew up right here in Jonesboro. I got a chance to meet her. My mama and her mama was really good friends. So I got a chance to meet her. This is Booker T High School, 1965. Let me see. That's Booker T High School, 1965, y'all. Booker T High School. My mama went to Booker T. I think mama graduated, is it 1965? I don't know. But look at all this. It's a museum. All the people, look at that. That's Carrie Ann Marshall. That's my my late son's grandmother. That's his dad's mother. Look at this. All these people. I pretty much know. Look at that. That's my cousin right there. It's basically, y'all, this is his family. It's a lot of family. Because my family's in my cousin Joe Allen right there. That was my uncle. Oh my goodness! I'm so glad what you guys have done to this place. I'm seeing my Uncle Joe Allen.
This your first time in here then?
It is.
Come on, let's start over here.
Come on. Give me a tour. I'm doing a video too. Do you mind?
No, go right ahead.
Oh my goodness. I love this.
You know, I was on HBO last year.
I believe it. Yeah. So guys, this is Roger Mckinley. How long have you been doing this?
32 years.
32 years. When I was a kid, we used to play here.
Yeah, at the old center.
At the old center.
Yeah.
But now it's a museum. Yeah. And he's going to give me a little tour. Awesome. Yeah.
We started out this place with the local black churches here that's been here for several years.
Yes.
And these books are full of obituaries of people that have lived here down through the years.
Jonesboro. Jonesboro memories.
And this is my favorite display here. Interstate 555 that runs from Jonesboro to Memphis. Well, in 1997, it was a 2-lane highway. Then in 1998, they made a 4-lane. And when they started doing the dirt work for the new lanes, they started digging up skeletons. And this is this is someone's stocking off one of the skeletons. That's some of the metal handles and corner
from
posts.
From the slaves.
No, they weren't slaves.
From what?
But this is some of the metal handle and corner posts from the wooden caskets.
Okay, I went too far.
Some of the casket wood, some of the lining, some of the pillow stuffing.
Oh my God.
And what happened, they went through an abandoned black cemetery, and they claimed they didn't know it was there until they started digging up all these graves.
Wow.
So once they put it in the paper, black folks came forward with records. There was 24 people buried there, and those are the name of the people that was buried there.
Wow.
So what happened, because they didn't have any headstone, they didn't know who was who, so they took all the skeletons and put them into new coffins. And they put them at another black cemetery here called Ninth of Pythias, where your grandmother is.
Yes.
But instead of putting them back in individual graves, they put them in a mass grave.
In a mass grave.
But if you go out there today, they got 4 green markers marking the gravesite. And they got a headstone about as big as this cabinet here titled The Reburial. And it tells the story about what happened, and it lists the name of the people that reburied.
Wow. That's history, y'all. This is Jonesboro history.
These are some of the older black churches here in Jonesboro. St. Paul Baptist up on Washington Street. That is the oldest black Baptist church here in Jonesboro. And what happened, some of the members of this church had a big dispute, and they got mad and left. And that's when they formed First Baptist Church on Kitchen Street.
Yeah.
And then later on, some of the members of First Baptist had a dispute, and they got mad and left. And that's when they formed St. John Baptist on the north side.
Oh, wow.
Those are your 3 oldest black churches.
That's the 3 oldest black churches here, y'all. Did y'all just hear this story about that? Yes. And then my family goes to First Baptist.
Yeah.
The Tates.
Now, St. Paul AME is the oldest church in Jonesboro.
Yes, it is.
1896. This lady here attended First Baptist, Miss Mary Moody. This is her obituary. when she passed. She was born in 1855 and died in 1976.
Wow.
She was 121 years old when she passed.
Oh, wow.
This gentleman here, Mr. Mason Tart, he was 113 years old when he passed.
Oh, wow.
Then this lady here, Miss Ruth Johnson, she's 107 years old and she's still living. Lives right down the street on
Jonesboro.
Washington Street. Jonesboro.
Jonesboro, y'all.
Yep.
It's Jonesboro history.
Okay, now we leave the churches, then we get into the schools, segregated schools here in Jonesboro. By the way, this lady on the wall back here,
Right there?
yeah, Mrs. Robbie Lyles, she's the one responsible for putting this all together.
Oh,
She was an educator out of ASU, and upon retirement, she decided to stay here in Jonesboro.
okay.
And she realized that there was any place in Jonesboro you can go and find Black history. So she formed an organization called Respect. It used to be RESPECT, but we later changed it to RESP. And RESP stood for Rights and Education for Students and Parents. We act as a support group for minorities that have issues in the school system. And we go in and help them, resolve the issues that they have.
Yeah. Respect right there, but it's different now. Oh, wow.
Now, the first school for Blacks was a
Booker T.
No.
Is that, it wasn't?
No, the first school for Blacks was a 2-room schoolhouse over on Cherry Street, which is about 2 blocks over. It was called Cherry Street Public School. This is my granddad's high school diploma from that 2-room
From
schoolhouse.
that school.
If you can see in the middle there, where it says Colored Public Schools,
Where?
right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He
It
graduated in
was.
1910. But get this, as the Black population began to grow in Jonesboro, they needed a larger school, right? So on this piece of land right here, where this building is sitting, they built this school right here.
Oh, wow.
It was first called Industrial High School, but then later changed it to Booker T.
Booker
Washington.
T. Yeah.
That school served as the Black community up until 1951. Then the building started deteriorating. So what they did, they built a new school. You probably remember this school.
Let me see.
That's the old kindergarten center.
Yeah.
That was the new Booker T.
Yeah.
So once they opened this school up in 1952, they took the old school and took the top floor off of it, boxed in the windows, added a lobby, and made the first community center. You remember that?
Literally.
Yeah.
I remember that. We used to come across the street from my grandfather's house and just, yeah.
But every 2 years we have a reunion. Everybody, with the Booker T come back. And we would call them the Eskimos. That was our mascot. And everyone say, why Eskimos in Jonesboro, Arkansas, of all places?
Yeah.
Well, what happened? The basketball team went to Marietta, Arkansas one night to play basketball. They didn't have a bus. They had a pickup truck with a canvas over the back and had wooden benches in the bed of the truck. And that's where the ball team sat. Well, it was in November and it started snowing. So coming back, one of the ball players sitting in the back of the truck said, man, I'm so cold, I feel like an Eskimo. So
That's it.
The name stuck.
Y'all heard that first right here.
We became the Eskimos.
Ah, that is so good. I'm so glad this is here.
This is a bunch of stuff people have donated. Box camera, baby shoes, manual clippers, curling irons.
That's back in the days, my mama days. This is what mama used.
Yeah. This is a 1908 electric toaster. And the way you operate it is you plug it up, you see the little handle sticking out the side? They're spring loaded, so you open it up, put your bread in, brown one side, then take it out, turn around, brown the other side. Then you butter it down, then you put it up in the holders for the butter.
Oh my God! Oh my goodness. And we get mad now by just putting it down.
Yeah. Now these are some of the teachers and principals that taught at Booker T. Me and your mother, Wilma Joe, we had these two guys as our principals. And that was our first grade teacher, Miss Sims. Miss Green was our second grade teacher. Then Miss Watson, for whom Miss Sims' name after, was our third grade teacher.
Miss Watson.
Ebon Watson.
Ebon Watson, right there.
Now right here, this gentleman here, Mr. F.C. Turner, he was one of the principals before our time. And his wife was a home economics teacher. And get this.
What?
They're the grandparents of Debbie Turner, Miss America, 1990.
There you go. Because her family's from here.
Yeah, exactly.
Her mom, my mom and her mom were really good friends. That's how I got to meet Debbie.
Right, okay.
Yeah, at the beauty shop.
Okay. Yeah.
That was funny. And this picture, it brings a lot of memories because I've seen it here over the years.
Yeah,
I recognize that picture.
Yeah. And over here we have a bunch of antique stuff people have donated. That's a 1960 single sewing machine.
This is, yes.
This is a 1920 single sewing machine.
This is what they used to use. This
is foot pedal.
Foot pedal,
Yeah.
make the dresses for the kids.
Right.
Wow.
This is butter churn. The old lanterns they used to use to light up the house. Bedpans, they had outdoor toilets, so they use these here at night instead of going out in the cold to the outhouses.
You just lay down and pee.
Yeah.
Easy access.
Now, your granddad donated these,
Oh,
Mr. Albert.
Albert Tate, y'all.
Yeah.
This is history, my family.
These are flamethrowers. And back in the old days, especially black folks' houses set off the ground on cinder blocks. They set this house off the ground. And there wasn't nothing to protect the copper pipes from freezing. So the pipes would freeze. They would use these here. They would put oil in them and light them. And they act like flamethrowers.
For the pipes.
Light the pipes, yeah. Heat them up.
This is food they used to eat in the cotton field. Field for lunch.
Yeah. Sardines, crackers, potty meat and crackers. Now this is a 1920 battery-powered radio. And the way you operate it is you can take up to 3 car batteries and put them in a tray back here. And you hook them together. Then you take your wires from the radio and hook them to the battery. So long as the battery stayed charged up, you had a radio.
Wow.
And then once the battery ran down, you have to recharge it.
And then the sound came out of here.
Came out of here.
Wow.
This is a 1950 Maytag washing machine. Then this is a 1950.
That's the washing machine. Oh my God.
Then this is a 1951. You were high class when you had one of these. This was stainless steel.
And it's a Maytag.
Maytag, yeah.
Y'all see this? Oh my God.
Then we'll come back over here.
Okay. Thank you so much for this tour. I'm so happy you did this.
These are some of the first in Jonesboro. The first black police officer was Thurman Raleigh back in 1974. The first black to work at a major retail store, which was Sears, was Miss Ann Tansley. The first black to work at a bank here was Agnes Kendall. This gentleman here, he was the first black DJ here in Jonesboro. We didn't have a black radio station at the time, but what the white radio station would let him do, come down every evening at 5 o'clock. He could play black music from 5 to 5:45.
Oh, wow.
We didn't give him an hour. 45 minutes he had to go.
Whew. We have come a long way, God.
Now that's the school. Now you get into the community. These are people that's been involved in the community down through the years. This guy here came to Jonesboro as a slave in 1860. He lived right down here in the corner from your grandparents' house. It's said that he witnessed the Battle of Jonesboro. We had a Civil War battle here in Jonesboro. Right where the courthouse is. It's called the Battle.
I know him.
Yeah. It was called the Battle of Jonesboro.
And that's a good paper to write on.
Yeah. But
Education for kids.
that was a Confederate battalion from South Carolina fought against the Northern Battalion from Minnesota in a battle here in Jonesboro.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's Reverend Llewellyn. That's
Reverend
that's my pastor.
Yeah, Mr. Stotts.
Yes.
Mrs. I.M. Stotts.
Yes.
Cynthia Stotts.
Yes. That's their mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Dad.
This was first black female police officer here in Jonesboro. And these are guys been involved in the community down through the years. You know that guy there.
Y'all, my uncle, look at you. Yes, and I'm Mr. Prani over there. Yeah. I do. And who is this? Yeah. That's Roger Mckinley. I know him, Ray Scales. These are all important people to Jonesboro, y'all. I remember him and his wife. Yes. I need to eat. You give me some food?
This quilt here was made by Mr. Stott's wife.
Yeah.
Cynthia's mother.
Yes.
And what I do when I give tours for the reunion, the former students can come over here and sign their name on the quilt and what year they graduated.
Oh.
From Booker T.
That is so nice. And I know somebody here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And these are some of the guys that attended Booker T, went into the military. This is me at the age of 18.
You went to the military, huh? Look at you.
Then this is me when I went to Vietnam at the age of 20.
I recognize that picture. I've seen that picture somewhere. Oh my goodness.
And these pictures from past reunions.
That's my uncle right here.
Yeah, Joe Allen, yeah. Then your uncle right there.
Yeah, and
that was-
Benji's mom.
Yeah, that was Teresa's husband.
Yes.
Yeah, Lamar.
Lamar. Yes. Oh my God. Y'all, look at that. It's all Jonesboro history, and it's all my family, y'all. This is amazing. I'm so glad this is here.
Now these are former students that attended Booker T. That's my high school graduation picture. Me and Albert Jr. graduated together. I got a treat for you once we get over here.
Let me see. Come
Now
on.
these are some of the classes that attended Booker T and graduated. You see, they were
So these
very-
are the classes
That's the whole class.
of black people. It was just a black school.
Right, a black school, and these were the classes. This class of 1946 had 4 women to graduate, no men.
Wow.
World War II started. World War
What?
II started.
I'm doing.
Where's my drink?
You better get out of my face. I'm doing a video, and we're doing a tour of this museum. Get out.
Yeah, you
Go.
better get my drink.
And this is
Okay, so 20 years.
they had 4 women and no men to graduate.
I'm coming out, brother.
Alright, I'm playing.
Don't play with me
Now
either.
this is the
I got
last
time
class.
for you.
This is the last class and the largest class to graduate from Booker T.
Ah,
This is Wilma Joe class.
that's my mom's class.
Yeah. That school year they gave us an option to either go to the white school or stay at Booker T for 1 more year.
Where mama at?
Now Wilma chose to go to the white school.
The white
Yeah,
school.
it was 4 of her in her class.
In this year.
Yeah, in this
Okay.
year. It was 4 of them in her class.
And that's
we
why
took
she was the
black
first black person
girls.
to
Exactly.
graduate.
Right.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay.
And Debbie Turner, Miss America.
Yes.
You might know the story about Debbie.
I know Debbie.
Debbie went to school, public schools here. And she went to Arkansas State University.
She sure did.
And for 3 years, she got into the Miss Arkansas pageant. And she never could win. It was always third, second runner up, right?
Yep.
So after graduating from Arkansas State, she enrolled in the University of Missouri med school.
Yeah.
That very first year, she won Miss Missouri. And then later that year, she won Miss America. After trying 3 years in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Never would let her win.
Never let her win.
Now, like I said, I've been here at the center 33 years. And back in 1993, there were a lot of kids in this neighborhood. And most of them were raised by a single parent. Their mother, daddy,
We used to have those
talent shows.
talent shows.
Wait, don't jump the gun yet. I got a treat for you here.
Okay.
But what I did, I partnered with some of the churches here, and we formed an organization called Fellowship Through Activities. And every Tuesday and Thursday, we bring in the kids out of the neighborhood, and we bring in black, positive male role models. This particular, Grove Evans.
I remember Grover.
But we also had talent shows for them. We took them on field trips here. We took them to Memphis to the Living Christmas Tree. And then the fraternities would come out from ASU and sponsor basketball tournaments because we had a basketball goal in the old center. And like I said, these young ladies were in vogue in the talent show.
Yes.
So if you step
I think I was at this talent show.
Okay, if you step around here, I'll show you them performing right over here.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's
Right
see.
here, right
Oh.
here.
Oh, right here.
Oh, excuse me.
I think I was at this talent show
Let me play this one.
because I remember that.
1993.
I was here.
Okay.
I was in the audience.
Okay.
I didn't have the nerve to get on stage then. It's just a matter of time.
You get it.
Yes, I remember that. I was in the audience. Because I never missed one.
Okay.
It was the only entertainment we had.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. This is our black radio station that we have here now. KLEK 102.5.
Yes.
It came on air in 2015.
Okay.
Now this is some of the original equipment they had at the radio station.
Yeah, I think I have the. I followed it on my Facebook
Okay,
page.
Okay. And you remember Mr. Kendall?
Yes, I do.
These are his barbershop chairs.
Mr. Kendall.
Mr. Kendall, yeah.
Oh my God.
He cut hair here in Jonesboro for 47 years.
Forever.
Yep.
Everybody went to Mr. Kendall.
Then everybody asked, why do we have a bathtub in here?
Why?
Well, back in the 1920s up to the 1960s, there was a hotel in downtown Jonesboro called Hotel Noble. But back in those days, blacks couldn't stay at the hotel.
Huh.
But they employed a lot of blacks. And these some of the blacks that employed: cooks, dishwashers, janitors.
But we couldn't stay there.
But we couldn't stay there.
Yeah. But we worked.
Yeah. Now, if you come over here, these are record books from Booker T. Washington days. This is the school.
Who is this with him? That's his mom.
No, that's his wife.
Not the new one.
No,
Okay. I was like, oh, that's Nicole's.
This is school year 1959, 1960.
Okay.
That's who Nicole is married to now.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I thought. I was like, who's that? I thought it was his mom.
And
but-
this is our record books. That's how we kept our grades, attendance, and all this. This is Wilma Jo Tate report card.
Nah. Did she do good?
Look at her grades.
Let me see. I want to take a picture of it. I can't, but that's okay. Let me see if I can get a whole, and I'm going to zoom it in. Yes, I'll be able to take a picture of it later on. Y'all, I'm looking at my mama's.
She was in the 7th grade. She passed the 7th grade. Teresa.
This is Teresa.
Yeah. And Albert Jr. Look at Albert Jr.
That's 5th grade.
Yeah, he passed the 5th
He
grade.
passed to the 5th. How do you get these things?
They had him at the old school.
Uh-huh.
And had him down in the basement.
And so, well, I'm glad you have it here.
Yeah. Now, don't hate.
Who's this? Roger. Okay, what's your grades?
And here,
Yep, that's the Tates.
Alma,
Go ahead and
Teresa,
see them right here.
Wilma Jo.
Oh, I haven't seen that picture of them. I have this one, but I don't have this one. Nice. Is there another one in there? Oh. Did I make it? I made the book, y'all. I'm gonna have to sing some new ones. You know I'm a star now, right? I'll be right there next to her.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. I'm serious.
Okay.
I'm gonna say some stuff. Look at that, y'all. I'm about to make I made the museum. Y'all see this? I made history. Y'all know y'all talking to now.